Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a rainy, dreary Sunday morning. I did not intend to make a video today, but I had a encounter with my mother, the conversation that I had that I thought it was important. I felt inspired to come on and share. And it's kind of I guess a peek at the types of things that will be coming here on our channel and the reason why we're doing it. Being involved in the senior niche, there's so many moving parts to it, and there's so many different topics to talk about to help people and families navigate the process of placing a loved one into assisted living. But it's also the side of caretaking. And I had something happen this morning that I just had to come in here and just start talking about it. And as I always say, everything's unscripted. It's just me trying to be completely real and transparent. So bear with me if any emotions flare up that I'm not expecting, or I get tangled up in what to say or how to say it. And hopefully I won't ramble on too much, because I do have a habit of running down some trails and talking too much, I guess. But my mom's 91 and my dad's 92. And let me say, first of all, I'm very thankful and thank God that they are still with us. But that doesn't mean it doesn't bring on challenges. And there may be many of you that will eventually see this video and watch this video, and you're realizing and saying, hey, I didn't get a chance to watch my parents live to be into their 90s. And maybe you lost your parents at a young age. I actually had a friend of mine that we were having a conversation, and he lost his father. His father was young. And I don't know what that's like to lose a loved one. I've had a lot of friends and relatives that have lost my mom and dad's brothers and sisters. They lost their parents at an early age. Dad is the second oldest of he had eight total, I think, 7 or 8 siblings. And he's still, of course, alive. And you don't experience the other side of it. Okay, it's sad that you lost your parents at a young age, and I couldn't imagine what that experience would have been like. Just like you don't know what it's like to watch your parents get old, and the experiences of watching that happen and having the responsibilities come in of doing your best to caretake for them and make the right decisions and the best decisions, and have encounters and conversations with your parents that you never dreamed you'd be facing, to where you have to almost treat them like children to a certain degree, like taking away dad's keys to drive. That was like wrestling a bear, and it was hard. It was difficult, and it's easy to overlook their emotions and their feelings, but they're going through a lot of loss. They're losing their freedoms. They're losing their abilities that they always did. Mom was always such a good budgeter when it comes to shopping. Both of my parents were good with money. They literally know how to value a penny, literally. And I think a lot of that came from how they were raised in the days they were raised in. But either way, things just are taken away from them. And just the number of their friends that have already passed, their family members that their siblings that have passed. Mom and dad, we lost one of my sisters, and that took away a part of their soul. And watching that happen. But anyway, what I guess I'm rambling. What I want to get around to is what led to this video this morning. Is Mom, I'm on a flag lot behind him. Me and my wife, Donna, live on a flag lot behind him, so we're close, and I'm thankful that we're close. Sometimes it's aggravating to be that close, to be honest. But in the bigger picture, I'm thankful that we are here now at the stage they are in life. Now, I'm also grateful that they're doing as well as they are, considering their age. There's a lot of people that have loved ones that are, much, much younger with incredible challenges health-wise. Mom's got an issue going on. She got a degenerative back disease, so her bones are brittle, and the decline came pretty quick to where she's had problems with her back in the past, but it would always get a little bit better. But I guess a little over a year ago, her back started really bothering her, and I won't go into all the diagnosis of it, but she started to really, realize, okay, we just turned a corner and we're fixing to go down a path that we haven't been down before. And just the challenges of getting her to use a walker has been, my mom is stubborn as a mule, as they say. And, but anyway, her mind, we started noticing her mind sort of slipping a little bit. And so, anyway, there's these routines that, mom and dad, unfortunately, it's just sad. They sit out there a lot because there's nothing they can do. And COVID really turned the heat up on that, man. It was just crazy they just tucked away in the home and afraid to even step outside the doors before the dust settled on the COVID crisis. And we realized, that's a whole nother topic. Anyway, but I call them in the mornings, check on them, say hello, how they doing. It's usually, you could almost press a recording and it'd be repetitive conversations. And then of course throughout the day and at night, checking on them. But I called this morning and I could tell she was a little bit downtrodden more than normal. And the conversation I had with her is what led to this video. And you're like, hey, Mark, get on with it. It's been almost 7 minutes. Get to the point already. But I want to share this just real and raw and maybe help anybody that, like I said earlier, watching this, to help you through your struggles and challenges. And maybe for those of you that your parents are getting older and you're wondering, hey, what's coming? If God gives them the days and they keep going and the days pass and they keep getting older, what kind of experiences may you have, and help you maybe prepare and get into a proper mindset as best as possible. But ask her what was going on, and my oldest sister Debbie was going to come get them and take them down to her property and just have them spend some time together. And Mom's gotten into this space to where it's hard for her to even want to do anything. And Mom's always been the glue to the family of, wanting to get together all the time. And for her to resist even getting out and about is definitely a shift. And she just doesn't have the motivation to get out and do anything. And plus with her mind slipping, her emotions are all over the place. And she's, makes comments about, can't get my head right. I don't know why I feel this way. And she was saying how she doesn't know why she doesn't want to go. And so I just started saying, Mom, you've been through a lot. You're going through a lot. You've had a lot taken away from you. You and Dad both have. You don't cook anymore, and you used to. Mom literally was the Leave It to Beaver June Ward, to where she was a homemaker, and she cooked 3 meals a day, like literally. So her job was being mom. And I think that's, hats off. That's one of the hardest jobs. It's harder than going out and quote unquote punching a clock, so to speak. But I said, Mom, you've had a lot taken away, and you're getting older. You're uncomfortable. You don't get to do the things you used to do. You've lost a child, which never heals. It never goes away. And I said, you're going through a lot. And I said, I know that I can't relate to how you feel, but I just pray that you have the ability that God can touch your heart and take away the dread and the worry and the fears and the anxieties and not wanting to get out of the house. And I said, I said, would you like me to say a prayer for you? which I did. Sorry. Keeping it real, people. So I prayed that we're told in Scripture that God's not a God of fear or anxiety. And I pray that God would allow the Holy Spirit to give Mom the ability to cast all her fears and anxieties away and give her the peace and the comfort that she needs to just enjoy the day, enjoy the time with my sister and her husband, and to not let anything of Satan. And for those of you that don't believe, I get it, man. It can be a challenge to where you're begging and seeking God, and it just feels like nothing's happening. But God's real, and we need Him more than ever. And if you dismiss that, I understand, but maybe just start paying attention to those sides. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic, right? But anyway, I wanted to just take it away from her. I wanted her to have some peace and some comfort. And I know that maybe there's a part of it that she doesn't like going down to, because we have some property down in Hampton, and Renee, my sister that passed, lived on the property next door to my sister Debbie, and then my other sister Cindy lived there, but they all live down there on the property. So I don't know if her going down there is and just seeing Renee's house with her husband Leo and all lives there. And I don't know if that's part of the resistance to even just see the house. I'm speculating there, but I just wanted Mom to be comforted. And she's crying, and I know her mind's slipping, and she doesn't understand a lot. And I just prayed that she would be given the ability to have anything negative that's bothering her to be taken away, so she can have a moment of peace and enjoyment today, just for this moment. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on here, and this is sort of a glimpse of the types of things that are going to be coming through our podcast here at CareQuest, because families are hurting. There's a lot of families that are forced into caretaking for their loved ones, and they didn't have a relationship. They didn't have a June Cleaver mother or a Ward Cleaver father that dedicated their lives to their children. There's abuse. There was absence of love and guidance and direction. God knows what a lot of people experience, and they find themselves thrust into this caretaking role, and they despise and hate their loved ones. So there's going to be content and guests as we go for people to share their stories. There's going to be guidance of how to navigate the process of your parents getting older, and like my parents, that we have 2 nurses that stay the night overnight for Mom, because it's hard for Dad at 92 and to keep carrying that load, and me and my sisters to be there overnight, because sometimes you do need, obviously, a nurse and someone that has the ability and the skills to take care of things as they arise, and bathing, etc. But just looking forward to seeing what God does with this channel, to be able, because we truly care and want to help families navigate this very difficult, challenging process. So anyway, I hope that something came out of this that helps some of you that may eventually be watching this, because I know there's no traffic and there's no following yet. So please like and subscribe and follow. It really would help promote this channel, and that's just a small ask I have of you of just please start doing that, spreading the word. Like I said in a previous video of launching this, if you are in the caretaking world whatsoever, reach out to me. I'd love to have you on the show and give you the chance to promote your company's product or service, and also have some conversation that can help families navigate the process. So you don't even have to be in the profession. If you are someone like me and my sisters and my wife that are caretaking for your parents, love to have and share your story. Good, bad, and different, all of it. I want all of it to be delivered through this channel, because 10,000 people a day turn 65. And so there's a big, huge aging population coming in this country, and the more content that's out there to help people through the process, all the better. So God bless you. I wish you a good day, and I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope it helped. Take care.